So can you finish 23 or not?
There you are. We good to go?
Can you hear us, Chelsea and Jody? I mean, Jolene?
Jolene, can you hear us?
No, it's my phone here.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
Jolene?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you, ready to go.
All right. Like to call to order today's PCOE PUSD special board meeting. Did want to report out that trustee Jolene Klein is participating remotely from Wacola, and that trustee Chelsea Harrison is participating remotely from Chester. And the addresses are located on the agenda if anybody's curious about it. So I'd like to start the meeting with the flag salute.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag
and to the
of
republic
the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Klein,
Here.
Edmund, your Harrison.
Here.
Here. Thank you very much. Seeking approval of today's PUSD agenda.
So moved.
First,
I'll second.
okay, there's a first and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. First up is the first interim financial update. There's a revised cash flow and
Thank you. Yes, there is just a revised cash flow report that will be uploaded to the website. It was a clerical error in the forms in SACS. And so then we uploaded the board agenda. The cash flow analysis was 12.6 million and actuals, the beginning cash balance as of July was 3.9. So it was information. I want you guys to know that what we had uploaded to the board packets prior, it's going to change when we upload it to the state. The state's already been notified, and then it will be the correct report on our websites.
thank you very
Does
much.
it change the bottom line at all?
No, I mean, no,
Okay.
we didn't start off with as much cash.
Okay, it's just the cash.
It's just the cash. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Thanks again. Next item is the board reorganization for 2025. Take a few minutes here. According to board bylaw 9100, the governing board shall hold an annual organizational meeting within the time limits prescribed by law. Those who are interested, that's Education Code 35143. And during this meeting, the board shall elect a president and clerk, appoint a secretary, and approve a board meeting schedule. And I think the schedule is already approved, is that correct?
Correct.
So we don't need to do anything with that. And that schedules for the meetings for calendar year 2025, the regular meetings. That's of course available at our website, or should be very shortly.
It is there.
Okay. Thank you. And now we need to move forward with the election of officers. First up, board president. Looking for a motion or a nomination on that.
First of all, I would like to say thank you, Dave, for your service as board president.
Thank you.
And there's some ups and downs. Necessarily jump in first, but I will. I would like to nominate Jody Reed, and I know she's not here today, but I feel like her background in HR has been very helpful to us recently, and just her being a CEO, working for a board, I feel like she has a lot of qualifications for being the board president, so that would be who I would throw it out there as a name, but we're open for discussion, of course.
I agree. I think that is a positive nomination for our team.
So
If that's a
that's-
motion, I'll second it.
Okay.
Just so you know, I did contact her and say, it's okay, we nominate you when you're not here.
That's what you get for that.
Exactly.
Okay, so there is a nomination, which is a first and a second. All of those, we don't need to do roll call, do we?
We do because they're remote, but I'm looking at their faces while they're
So,
doing this.
so yes,
So yes.
okay,
Okay,
so
you
roll
ready?
call, please.
Klein,
Aye.
Edlund,
Aye.
Harrison,
Aye.
Keller,
Aye,
Reed. Thank you.
thank you. Up next is, the election of, the next officer would be for board clerk, and seeking a nomination for that, for somebody.
Can I ask a question, Chelsea? Are you interested? I'll continue if nobody else is interested. It's not difficult, but are you interested? Do you want to?
I think, what is exactly the clerk again?
So there's documents that need to get signed, almost every other month, that require a signature. And then if the president is not available, I believe they step in and lead the meeting, right?
Okay, and so that's why the other day you were going to be stepping in to lead the meeting. Got it. Okay.
Yep. Yep. So it's not a big,
Right.
doesn't happen very often. Yeah.
I am fine with that if that's if you're ready to pass the torch. And then
Yeah,
you're just a phone call away.
That's true. That's true. Okay, then I would nominate Chelsea to serve as clerk.
Second.
Okay, there's a first and a second. Roll call then.
Klein,
Aye.
Edlund,
Aye.
Harrison,
Do I abstain because it's me?
No, you can say aye.
Aye.
Me who willing.
Yes. The third position we're considering is appointment of interim POC secretary as a superintendent, I'm sorry, as board secretary. So I'm looking for a motion to appoint
Andrew.
Jim Frost as our board secretary.
So moved.
I'll second.
There's a first and there's a second. Roll call vote, please.
Klein,
Aye.
Edlund,
Aye.
Harrison,
Aye.
Keller,
Yes, I.
Reed.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now, we do have a public comment here, and I notice public input is listed at number 9, barring any objection from anyone, because it pertains to item number 8. I will go ahead and ask. Everyone okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to ask that member of the public to step forward. I'm not gonna even try the last name.
Hi, my name is Matt Taylor McCain. I think not sure where I go, just right here is fine. So I'm not sure if I'm in the right category. It is a field trip. But it's in regards to the art welding trip that is in January. And if I'm not at the right time, I apologize. I'm asking for some leniency if I'm not at the right time, because this needs to be funded before you guys have another board meeting. And I just found out about this yesterday afternoon. It's something I'm passionate about, and I have something that I'd like to read, if that's okay.
Oh, which along those lines, there is a 3-minute time limit for public comment.
I'll be within that.
Okay.
I would like to address the board meeting regarding freezing of funds for our students programs that directly affect the FFA and ag program, and the possible cancellation of the welding trip on January 23rd and through the 24th. My high school student is to attend this event. I would like to address this now. I've already said this part, sorry, don't jump ahead. On December 16th, I received an email from Mr. Woles advising that the Arc Exposure overnight field trip put out by the Butte College in January is in jeopardy of being canceled. My first thought was for the kids and their reaction to this news. All of these kids have worked hard to be selected for this trip. It is my understanding that the fundraising for this trip has been denied. In the very short time we have known about this cancellation, I have heard from other community members who are stepping up to help cover the cost for this experience / trip for our students. It is my understanding the school district is not allowing this to happen. One, am I understanding this correctly? That the board will not pay for the trip that they already approved and won't allow for the kids to fundraise for this experience. Isn't this a state-funded program? Have we somehow exhausted these funds for these types of trips? Am I understanding this correctly, that other programs have been cut or frozen? Have the other clubs, received any cuts? Have sports programs been cut? Have any other pre-approved trips been cut? Are other programs not allowed to do fundraising for their events or trips? I understand budget issues are a big concern. I don't pretend to understand the budget issues you are facing, nor do I pretend to understand the jobs each of you do. With that said, I can tell you the kids did not cause this shortfall. Shortfalls usually don't happen overnight. They occur with multiple years of overspending and lack of proper planning. This falls on you as the district. Before you go and make cuts to these real life programs, I would encourage you to go into the classes or attend one of these trips, so that you can see what these programs teach and the effect that they have on our kids. While I support four-year college plan for graduates, the simple fact is that college is not for everyone. In today's world, we have a huge lack of skilled trade workers. This experience trip could very well lead to a great career for these kids who may otherwise not have a future. My request to the school district is to fund this trip, allow our kids to have this educational experience. If funding the trip cannot happen, allow our kids to raise money for it and accept community donations. These types of experiences shape and mold our kids' lives. In closing, while I may not have all of the facts, we just found out about this, and if I have some errors, I apologize for that. Facts regarding this budget cut, it is my hope the district will seriously look at what programs are being cut, the effects it has on the students and the programs. I would encourage the cuts to be completely transparent. These cuts need to be fair and equal across the Plymouth School District. This experience in January for the FFA and Ag program welding trip will shape the future of our students. Those should be the last dollars to be cut. Respectfully. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
If I can address your
Yes, sir.
concerns, this district is not been cut. The only thing we've done is frozen requisitions to just have individual approval and not blanket approval. So we're looking at each one for the value of requisitions. Yes, we have some financial problems, and yes, we're gonna look at the easiest way to cut these budgets, but that field trip has been approved and will take place.
Thank you.
Now, can I ask a clarification as far as fundraising restrictions? I heard you say fundraising restrictions. If you and I could, if maybe the three of us could meet after the meeting, or I know we have a way to communicate with one another outside of email and things like that. I would like to get a little bit of clarification. That would be great.
Absolutely.
You received
And
me.
thank you for coming and expressing your concern. I think everybody agrees.
What we got last night was.
I hope so, and that's, my point is to not offend anybody or anything like that. We're a small tight community, which we very much love. But we just want to make sure that we're making some stuff that's good for our kids.
Yeah.
Thank you for advocating.
Thank you for
advocating.
advocating.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you. And speaking of field trips, that's the next item on the agenda.
First of all, guys, it's just toasty today at the school. Take the hat off of the flag, but no one's looking at me. I think it's probably more respectful to have a hat on than what's underneath right now. So I apologize. Yeah, we have, I'm aware of the time restriction on when we should be, letting you know about overnight trips. We did just get an email Thursday from a school in Eureka inviting us to go to a tournament. They had a late drop from their tournament, so it's free to us to go to it. Normally tournaments cost money and they're gonna allow us to go for free. I talked to our coaches and see if it was even possible.
Now the last tournament.
Right, we had been not kicked out. They canceled the last tournament where we were originally supposed to go. A couple of weeks ago, we found out about that, so we were out a few games. And it just happened to come to us. We didn't seek it out. And so we do have the parent support for the no expense to the district. Parents will be driving, the hotels will be paid for from the booster account, basketball that's already in the account, they have plenty of money in their account for that. So there's no fee or no money that would be required from the district. And it's just a last minute thing that we're hoping to still put together. Although this morning I did find out we only have 4 kids that are not sick, so hopefully by the end of the week. They're okay to play, but that's kind of where we're at. So just asking for that permission to make a last minute decision here. I think it'd be a good experience for our kids just to have that, to go to Eureka and just have a, an overnight trip. That's always fun for kids to be able to do that. No matter what it's for. And I completely support that. I just heard those rumors as I was coming over here, so I'm glad that I got cleared up with you guys as well. Thank you.
Is there a recommendation on this?
Recommend that the board approve this field trip.
I'm to approve.
There first,
I'll second.
there's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Dave, I have a
Aye.
question. I have a question.
Oh,
Um,
sorry, go ahead.
So this wasn't part of public comment. Did we move on and this was on the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, okay, I lost that part. All right, thank you.
Julie, we swapped public comment with field trips, so that's where you're,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
I think I did see on the agenda maybe something about wrestling as well. I don't know, someone thought maybe we would stay the night for wrestling, but that's not anything we're doing, so that's, we don't have to address that if that's on.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Roth.
So, right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Okay. Approved. Any future agenda items we should know about? Okay, so until Wednesday, January 15th at 4 p.m. At the district office, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, board
Thank
members.
you.
Thank you.